Thank you all for joining us today for the MBA Flash webinar. I'd like to welcome Representative Stan Saylor, who's been willing to share his time to meet with the MBA and some of our contractors recently. Today's Flash webinar is going to focus on Pennsylvania investment in construction. And Representative Saylor is the chairman for the House Appropriations Committee. And in a prior life, he worked in the construction industry as a contractor, which gives him, I think, the right perspective to help share his outlook on how Pennsylvania can effectively spend its construction dollars, especially with increased federal allocations coming to the Commonwealth. Appreciate the opportunity today to learn a little bit about your perspective on how our members can continue leading the industry and building the region. Representative Saylor, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, David. Anybody who knows anything about our economy in America knows that when the building industry is doing well, our nation is doing well, economy-wise. And so our ultimate goal as we get to our budget this year will to be creating a very favorable business climate to attract jobs here in Pennsylvania and to grow the jobs in the construction industry as well as many other. It's important for us to invest in our infrastructure, our commercial buildings and housing across this Commonwealth. There's great need here in the Commonwealth for all of that. And so that's why I was very critical of the governor's idea to increase the personal income tax by 46% and to also start combined reporting here in Pennsylvania and a severance tax, which I thought was going to be detrimental to our economy. We know as we're going through this pandemic, there have been a lot of challenges and bad decisions that have been made. So we need to now come out of this anew. And I think that the proposals the governor's made send a very wrong message to our business community. And I think people are hesitant sometimes to invest when they're not sure what government's going to do. I believe that as we move forward, we have to do a better job of creating family-sustaining jobs, which the building industry does. And I think that's the one thing that sometimes people forget. People who work in the building industry make good money, get good benefits. And when that happens, the communities they live in, the schools they live in, benefit so greatly. My hope is that with all the federal dollars that our schools across this Commonwealth have received, roughly $6.2 billion, that our school districts across the state will also use those dollars to invest in renovations of their schools, the building of new schools if so needed. That $6.2 billion is a one-time influx. It's not going to come back again. So we need to make sure that school districts are spending it wisely. And I think school construction and things like that that need to be done to meet the needs of today is a perfect place for them to be spending those one-time dollars as such. Many across Pennsylvania are going to be needing new office space, new housing. We're seeing housing in great demand. Actually, people who are selling their homes today are seeing a huge increase in the value of their homes. But the bottom line here is, as we grow in Pennsylvania, we need office space. We need medical centers. It's been a great interest to see how many new medical centers just here in my area of Pennsylvania, I'm from central Pennsylvania, are growing. And so there are diverse needs across our Commonwealth as we are a diverse state to keep going and to understand that I want to give credit to the building industry as well, that when they were functioning and allowed to function, they did some of the best jobs of protecting workers anywhere in the country. So Dave, great tribute to your industry and the people in your organization for the job they did during this time.
Yeah, I appreciate those comments. I think you spoke eloquently on the fact that when construction was allowed to operate and demonstrate that as an industry we had a plan to operate safely, and as an essential industry, I believe we are an essential industry, and we help build and create the foundation for all other industries in Pennsylvania. We can operate safely and are allowed to do that. You mentioned the hospitals. Certainly that was one element that was allowed to permit from a construction standpoint, during the early shutdown. But we do see the future spend in terms of schools and hospitals and other facilities as a demand in the Commonwealth.
Yeah, I mean, what people need to understand is that industry does a better job of protecting workers because whether you're union, you're non-union, you have an investment. And that investment means that you're going to do everything to to protect that investment. If you're a working man or a woman in the construction industry, you're going to do everything to protect yourself because you're supplying, food on the table for your family, paying the mortgage, doing those kind of things. And without that taking that responsibility on yourself, you risk that success that you want. And I think that like I said, I can't be more happy about what I've seen private industry do versus what government has done in handling this pandemic. It's been quite amazing, and I think quite eye-opening for some politicians to realize how much people like yourself, Dave, and your industry have done and done it so well. There have been no real complaints about mismanagement, just outbreaks within your industry. So that just goes to show that leave industry, do their thing, and they'll do it right.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Safety as a core value, certainly for us at the MBA and our members, and throughout the industry, has been a critical component of our success, over the last several decades. I would be remiss if I didn't ask, in terms of those federal dollars, do you have any information that you can share regarding a timeline on the spend? There's a lot of conversation around shovel-ready projects, and when will these dollars flow through the Commonwealth, and how will they be required to be spent, the timeline? Obviously, we want to have the demand and the capacity to meet that demand, but do you have any insight in terms of how and when those dollars might be required to be spent?
Well, on the state dollars that are coming in, the $7.3 billion, we have till December of 2024 to spend them. We're also looking at this new infrastructure bill that's going to have a lot of dollars in it, and I don't know what the deadlines or even the requirements. And Dave, one of the problems we're having right now is the U.S. Treasury Department has yet to put up on their website, all the states are waiting for guidance on how to spend those dollars. And that includes school districts, that includes county governments, many of the county governments across the state. I can't remember the exact number for the Pitt Allegheny County, but like in York County, Pennsylvania, we got $87 million to the county commissioners. Each of our townships got money. So there are a lot of dollars that are out there that can be used for construction by school districts, county governments as well, and hopefully the county governments will share their success from the federal government and spend those dollars in helping growing jobs in their local communities.
I think that's terrific from a workforce development standpoint, and the family sustaining capacity that the construction industry and our contractors can provide. Certainly something that we advocate for and work very hard to help build out the industry. So I do appreciate your time today, Representative Saylor. It's been great to connect with you again. Thank you for sharing your insight and information with our members, and we look forward to working with you on important issues for the industry and for the Commonwealth.
Thank you, Dave, for this time, and it was great meeting you.
Appreciate it. Thanks again.